Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Love 20 podcast. My name is Dennis Iman. Happy to be back here with another episode, another conversation. Lero ndifandi nene. Ndikabweretsa munthu kunoku ndikuona ma comment ambiri. I think zinazi zipangabe addressed khota zona. Comment ambiri ndoti yai. Kodi we mafuso ako mafusa bwanji? Yai mafuso osuku mafusa bwino bwino. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an interview. I'll tell you too many kind of banga interview. This is a conversation. Ine ndili ndi nkhani zoti ndikambe, guest ali ndi nkhani zoti akambe andiyankhe, iye ali ndi funso andifuse tiyankhane. It's a conversation. So, please, I hope you watch this podcast in the spirit of two people sitting down having a conversation, not an interviewer pinning the guest to something, no. We're here for conversations. My guest today is a guy who goes around and pushes narratives. If you are big on social media, you know him. He is one of the guys that have been pushing the brand called MKOMETSI. And he's been pushing a lot of things, but most of the times you see him behind the MKOMETSI brand. And his name is Laurent Kwakwala. Laurent Kwakwala. Laurent Kwakwala. What's that Laurent? Okay. Ineyo dzina Laurent lo ndalimva lero, ndalidziwa lero, ine ndimadziwa kuti dzina lake ndi MKOMETSI KWAX. I say, welcome to this conversation.
Thanks, madam.
Sure. Apart from what dzina lako ndiwe Laurent Kwakwala. When you meet people, I know maybe with time things are kazukusintha. Koma iweyo pano pakakumana ndi anthu awusa kodi ase iwe ndi ndani mwina akungokuganizira. How do you introduce yourself kuti wangokumana ndi munthu koma he's like I think ndinakuonako, who are you?
Actually nthawi zambiri zimakhadi choncho. Komano what I do is I run away from kuzivanga dress. Ndinokutoka kutucha amakhawo panga say iweyo nakunopena pa then madikira chifukwa kuti pangano zoti ayi ndine ndemwe iwe ndi uchana peka mimba kwa sister wanga uchana ndine mathawu ziti ndine madikira kuti munthu uchana nawo ndamanga ukufanana ndi wina wake amapanga zinthu pa MKOMETSI then mangoti oya ndine ndemwe. I'll give you an example. Mine ndimabwera lero I was pa gateway. So I was with my friend. Of course I know that in Galimoto, so I just went mu Galimoja pa gateway paja kuti ndikagule, you know, my drinks and stuff. Ndikutuluka moja nalo ndanyamula cake, cake roll, not the cake as
yeah, as much.
My drinks are that. So there was a lady who was coming in front of me, and she was like, so kwa tukupanga za kuzami salazi, umamweka fanta mutatu kode. Tuankula jina ndigwa sana. Nangu anga na wasi nkupita ndu. I don't know sana imeso ya.
Okay, but that's what you say.
I don't even know her. I don't know kushi ulendo. Mwone kata kuonera. Adota sumu nashite bwino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, but that shows you the anhama kudziwa mosiyana siyana. Ula ndena makudziwa mapanga za misala.
Yes, exactly. Pamene anthu ena akuzondipeza mu office mwe this is the content zako zako. For anthu ambiri anandizira ndikugwira ntchito somewhere because I've been in the corporate world for a long time. I think maybe 6-7 years now. So anthu ambiri anandizira mwina tili mu office. I'm a very serious person because ndipeza kuti ndakhala mu office mwe. So anthu anandizira kuti kumene kuti anthu ena anandizira pa social media, anthu ena anandizira zinthu zinaso. So most times ndimakhala ephe kuti ndizo kuti munthu uyu ndakuona naye kuti rather than kuti ndikufika kuti ndine ndemwe ndi mistake.
Okay.
Ndi mistake.
Ati azandi kusoti kodi unapereka mimba kwa sister wanga uja ndiwe. So zoti mimba zo ndiye zaperekedwabe, zaperekedwa koma mina zimangotengera kuti kodi munaka panga oni. All right, no. Good to have you here. You know, today we want to talk about a few things.
Yeah.
Kwambiri. Okay, for me, ndi akawuni find it zimene zikuchitika nthawi zambiri. I zoned out many ku social media. Makauti muna malemba ndimapanga chani research zina ndi zina za ma podcast zino. Now I just want to find out kodi kwachitika chani lero. The first thing that I usually go is I'll go pa MKOMETSI. Ndikapange scroll. Ta. I'll catch up ndithu kuti ngini mene yachitika kuti kunja kuno naimisa ilipo. Mina I'll go to ajina because here there jana umatadere. That's how I catch up with what has been trending.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So that says, you guys, the ones that you are responsible for these pages, you follow the trends. It means sometimes you also mean a shape. So I think that's what I want us to really discuss, to go deep. We're talking about the growth of social media panova influencing zintu zambiri anthu ena akaona ngati even masankho mena ayendera mwina so even ma pages or chani that have influenced anthu ena ake ma decisions out awatavotere awatisaavotere. So how do you guys find stories kuti kuchitika chakuti kuti zimakhala bwanji? How is the team like?
Okay, my stories nthawi zambiri, my stories amatipeza okha.
Okay.
Amatongubwa muntu ena sepano muna tili kunzimba kwetini kuchitika zakuzakuzaku. So now we look at the content imene muntu watipasa kuti is this worth to be on our page? Because pali content ine yoti matha kubwera moja zoti mwine kupisambira muntu ina wake. So most times we just try to run away from kanga to tumwe rutsa muntu ina. Because it's all about entertainment. Kwambire. So kuti kuzara enaga kwachitika zakuti nde mumpange moko tumako. Enaga anatipezako wakutucha anapanga zakuti ndefuna zoti mulembe page zoti no, we are all about entertainment. So kuti mubwere kwenzo hai apapa ifeyo nde tufuna zoti mumuyarusa kuti tukugana. So content ija imatha kubwera mwina takana mwina pa page, say for example mwina pa Zodiac, mwina pa Nation, mwina pa Times, mwina remote na news kumene, and then kuzata kwachitika zakuti. So now we take that content ndi kuipika in a way nozokuti audience yathu ija mene imapangira receive news. Nanga siku malawi kunoko, I think you're even going to agree with me, but we are more focused on trivia. Rather than the
hard stuff.
Yes.
Like the issues, like I think Anhambi
zimatilemera my issues. Even that tabwe samwe nkhani inagiyaita nikupanga post pa page but no one is going to read. As a matter of fact, Magome I mean wawerenga kwatu.
Exactly. I think we kakangu tukapala gafori kadali magomentaga makhala.
Yes. So what we do is timatongoreka nkhani manager because kama nkhani ndia serious kumano ti pangako trivialize pangono ino eno zokuti audience ya Twitter ma youth aja awerenga atsari onazorava no guess kuchitika ngini yakuti. So most times content matobwe nthawi zinaso timatongwa hapo chini but say lero lo bwanji titapanga zakuti. So ndokuti as a team ndoti khala pasi tikambirana kuti makai I think today let's focus on this. Today let's focus on that. So who is going to take lead? I say you panga zakuti ine ndipanga zakuti yo panga zakuti. And then that's how content comes about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like a bigger team mainly, and how do you know kuti the station di malosiana kuti amatolera nkhani like many mawangila ma media houses ali ndi ntola nkhani kunzimba ntola nkhani. Do you have such team kapena you just depend on whatever comes?
Team yo ilipo only kuti it's informal.
Okay.
In some way. For example, tilindi muntu kunzuzu. We have got another one ku Blantyre. Of course, ku Blantyre anyway or politics. So I think I mean ofuna kuti timupangile place. Komano pa center pano ndokuti tilipo magazi. Mwachidule anthu alipo. So ngati wakunzuzu ndekuti are responsible north yours.
Okay.
Ndekuti ne pa center pano ndi magazi ena amene tiliko ku office uja patipo kodi. Wakuja so chimozo. So for example kuti mwina pachitika nkhani kuti mwina ku Mwanza ndoti dala muthu ku South. I say kuchitika zakuzakuza can you find out? No that we gather the information atitumizira. So my teams walipo one kuti they are informal of some sort. Not kuti ali pa payroll yako mates.
Yeah.
No. Kumano ndoti my teams
they just contribute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Because sometimes you madaba be okay. Magezo alipo angati when you just follow many ngini kubwelere. I think for anyone oti amangokhala and they just follow page ija mina at least iweyo ngati kwakometse you are the face animazoti kuli MKOMETSI KWAX and they can follow amadziwa amene page yako so ya personal they can tag you into ndina but in a press where maadimini samadziwe
that's one of the things I think I need to address this. Most people think kuti akometsi munthu mmodzi
ineyo pa ndimafuna ndinene pamenepo
komano it's actually in the word akometsi. It's a team. MKOMETSI ndi mmodzi. You see? So ngamene ndili ine panopa ndine MKOMETSI. Nanonso atene mkhozokaso MKOMETSI. Aspensa khozokhala MKOMETSI. Mkulu ujaso khozokhaso MKOMETSI. You see? Komano as now as a collective, now we are AKOMETSI. People don't know what AKOMETSI. It's a company. It's registered.
Yeah, because I've met several people.
Yeah.
And when AKOMETSI used to manage my artists and whatnot.
Yeah.
I've gone to my events and I get to represent AKOMETSI.
Yes.
And anthu amene soti kodi unakampanga represent akutchula dzine wakuti. Okay, the artist is here.
Yes.
Are you the manager?
No.
I went there as AKOMETSI because I'm kind of part of the AKOMETSI. Kodi AKOMETSI mesa ndikapeji kaja. Mesa AKOMETSI ndi wakuti. So you'll be like, AKOMETSI mesa ndi Surugwe.
No.
Wait, guy. AKOMETSI it's a bigger thing. You see this page. You have a Facebook page.
People just think AKOMETSI is just the page on Facebook. They don't know when we pay taxes. They don't know that we've got an office. They don't know that we do more than the Facebook page. We do a lot, honestly. In this technology era, we are more into that. That's what we do. So you can come to AKOMETSI, we're going to develop a strategy for you. We have got bigger clients. We have got a lot of clients. I mean, Timabanga represent. We make my websites. Recently, I don't know what is Sydney Bango Janet. It's more in sort of a testing phase, John. We have got a ticketing platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do? Because I'm going to ticket like for events. Okay.
So we have got a lot that's coming. So people, when people see AKOMETSI on Facebook, the Facebook page. No, we are bigger than that. We are huge. AKOMETSI
yeah, because I think these are things that people need to know sometimes.
Yes.
And it also helps, I think, in how they look at you and the authenticity that or the trust mena makhala nayo. Because palite mapeji mbiri toti mina ainakewo anangona AKOMETSI ndewo sangobisa kawo basi kole AKOMETSI AKOMETSI so they use the same logo, things like those,
which is why we had to verify our page. That way mukaza kuti muna moyo na bena bage yoti siri verify magaza just sawa. Yeah. So what came about the Facebook page was we used to, how you mentioned it, we used to manage my artists. So we saw we were paying a lot of money to push my research. So we started like, we're spending a lot of money to push our artists. How about we just come up with our own platform? So that platform came about because we had artists who wanted to be pushing. We know Mopanda we have to pay a lot of money. So that's how AKOMETSI Facebook page came about.
Okay.
Of course, by then, we had
it's a company,
so
visibility company.
Yes. So it was more of a corporate thing. Here's our team, stuff like that. What if you go per Facebook page AKOMETSI and then you scroll down past
I remember I think that's where we actually knew you guys because in kukaoneka pages into more face muni atsikana muli achani upanga za printing za chani za more face
ndipo it's set up ngende bwino.
Okay, now I think like I've said already, we'll dwell more on the trends, which is basically kwambiri kunkhani ya Facebook page. And nkhani yakeyo, it marries well kwambiri for your experience as a PR practitioner who is able to run this big Facebook page, but your experience as somebody who is able to or has been able to work with my artists. I know you still work for different artists, do their PR and whatnot. Pakati apa pachitika mashuzi angapo ndithu. Zakhazi kuchitika mbuyo here and there, but kunkhani ya pushing the brand. Pushing the brand. How people are going my extent to push the brand, or how people are perceiving anthu ena akamapanga zinthu kuti akuzipanga zimene zija chifukwa choti akufuna apange push brand. I don't know kuti pushing brand yake akufuna ayikweze kapena ayitsitse. So I just want to find out from you kuti iweyo kaziona mu industry mukamakambirana m'magroup umu kodi pachapali akometsi pakona mukakhala pakona
akometsi
pakauntala mumakambirana kuti zikuyenda bwanji. One, I'll start with issue ya oyimba achizimayi. Kwadruka anthu anga osati oyimba tingoti panopa it's beyond anthu oyimba. Just aliyense amene akunoti ndika influence or ka following pa Facebook angapo apezeka kuti ali ndi manudes zithunzi zawo mavideo awo ali mbulanda mbengende chivulire kuti amajambula omwe yonse akudziwa pena uzijambula okha pena ngono kuti wina akamajambula zinthu zija zabwera kugulu. Debate imene kumatuluka pakwambiri akumati anthu akupangira dalatu akufuna attention afuna atchuke chanchani. What's your take on this? What's going on?
Pali zinthu zina zimene izinenza dala.
Okay.
Pali zinthu zina sizimakhaza dala. I think zimene zatuluka pakatipa I think ndi zitatu. I think ndingotchula maina nanga sipoti
zilikale
kunja munikhulupirira sina. I think pali za small wife
amene ali model
pali
ndi vixen kayamati chanchani.
Yes. Pali Hope, I call her Hope. Moralo the rapper. And then I think I've got a TikTok and one Mona. I've just forgotten his name. So if you look at atsikana awiriwa, you will see kuti amajambula oka zinthuzo. So we don't know kuti zinthu zinakhala bwanji kuti afike kuti mpaka na
zapita panja kwa gulu
kuti anantumizira ndani, you know, kumaso kuti pa purpose yake nali yotani, because there's a rumor that is circulating around kuti akumagulitsa zinthu zija.
Okay.
So allegedly, of course. So zikozide kuti mwene zimalowera kumene kapena inali video call kodi muti zimakhala bwanji, you see. So zina nzadala ndiye pali nyamata uyu amene ali TikToker. So uyu anajambulidwa no ataledzera no sopano wagona munthu mwanjambula ndikutulusa zinthu. So zimene zijazo sizadala zoti zangochitika nanga si we never know what happens behind you know closed doors. Komabe zinazo ndi zadala. However, I don't think kuti munthu kuti umaoneka in my videos, you know, kandi oimba kuti kuzotusa zimene just for the sake of attention. I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, you would want to be booked by a corporate company. Kuti you know how utpange u represent. So ukakoti zinthu zawo yokhozo delete zinthu zomwe anthu ali nazo.
Zangoti zapita
zinatrenda kwambiri like even Antonio, they had to push their release ya nyimbo zao because asekwa chikwatu watu nkhani yakuti kuti so nyimbo siyenda mada. So you just know what so just know kuti ngini inazungulira kose kuja malo yose. Pakana amda ya 23 seconds ya chepa, you know, haya koma tunde khanga tinali tapu. So you would see kunazo kuti zinthu zija zapanga. So it's all about kuti mukutani kweni. Kumaso zukumakhala bwanji kuti mbazifike zoti pakani zinthuzo. Kumaso amene amatusa zinthu zimene zimudatitsana akulakwa. No, but not only kwa tsikana kumaso kwa zibambo. Yeah, kutilawira kumbe.
Akula ndi. Azibambo akula ndi moto.
Akula pada. Akutilawira. Akula kombe. Nkhani yothera bombo.
Tafai heforo kozana. Idonga razibambo. Akula
razibambo. Ndikuona ngati kuti zinthu zija akumatumizira anyamata. Because azibambo sangatulutse zimene. Azibambo. Sitingatulutse zimene.
Anyamata komanda amene.
Anyamata amene amatulutse zimene. Komano azibambo. Azibambo ino ndife sitingatulutse zimene.
Okay.
You
know, I saw a comment which was a TikTok video. Yeah, this other girl. I don't know. Kuti theory yake imeenda bwanji koma she was serious. She looked serious. Ndeba paja masuku ano anthu amatongo ganiza kankhani ndukanena kuti aoneka serious. But what she was saying here amanena kuti you know what, zipena kupanga anthu ayi musazone ngati ndi zinthu za zoti sakudziwa chimene akuchita yani. Amanena kuti izizi zimene akupangazi kuli mphamvu zina zake zimene anthu amayuza kuti iweyo utchuke kwambiri umenera udutse mu shame ina yake. Wadutsa mu shame imeneyo ukangoti dziko lakupanga shame. After that sumaopa chilichonse, you can do anything and mphamvu zakwe mphamvu kutchuka influence yako imakula kwambiri. She was very serious. She was very serious when she was speaking. But I have never heard this kuti okay, you can use shame kuti maliseche yako apita kugulu anthu azikuona basi next time you do something anthu azikumbukira kuti awatu maliseche amaoneka chonchi basi kupanga zina zake ndi maujeni. But you can grow that. Ino mnamva kunkhani imene kuti
kumalo ikono. Okay, let me just say this. Manuza mna atuluka pakati. So ayamba. Atuluka pambiri. We had, I don't know kuti pano pali kuti. Actually that's my point to me. We had Jolent.
Yeah.
Ali kuti pa. Exactly, you see? Where is she? Patuka manuza mbiri pakati. Kuti kani maibusa, kani dandan, ali with those guys. So you're going to say these things is kungotuluka basi kungoti basi. You know, nangasi we never know anthu akotali nchikondi muja. Ena. Samamva zankhola za anthu. Samangopanga kuti they are crazy in love. Kumano noneness, I honestly don't think so. It's a hard no for me. Kuna zoti muna pali mphamvu zina zake zimene afuna zoti apange moto. Kumalo imata. I was surprised. The way she is fine by me. By any means, you have to get the bag by any means necessary. I don't think I don't know. I've got a few people. I mean, I've phone so ngadalipo please ndipezeni munduza kuti azibakhala chonje komano honestly I don't believe so. Nangasi amene zoti zolira zimachiluka mvula iyo, right? Everyone has got their own theory kuti I think apo afuna pangeza kuti zako afuna pangeza kuti even uzango kuti mwina zanu zatuluka lero mvuzo Jenny to Dennis ajara afuna kukhimira podcast ija afuna zoti nani izipezeka pali boss afuna kuchuka Dennis zoni ni munthu uchuka kalenga sizoneka so yani sizingaoneka later. I honestly don't think so. Not kumalo ikuno at least.
Okay. So if it's not that, I'm not okay. Yeah, and it's a element. That's why I was very interested. Okay, but then if there's no that power, but possibility mina trend yabe kuti okay power you see aba mina sanga dutse through shame ndupanga dollars okuku tizona mina umene ziendere koma using this nudity as a tool yongobangira trend kuti anthu adziwe chanchani. As somebody who has worked in the industry kumakhala madima stunt chan would this be one of those things? Would you mean
it could be.
Okay.
It just depends on what brand you're going to do that. Right. Komano to a point yokuti wachitafika po vola ndikuzoonesa no kugulu kuti kuto trend kwambiri. I don't think kuti kozoka stand. Because we might know because a trend a day or two and then but people are going to move on. Right. Although those things nangasema zilipa internet. People are still going to go and revisit. You have done as many as Bwana Imani revisiting good. I think that's the thing with the internet. Yes. You go back.
Even if take this screenshot.
Yes.
Because whatever has gone out there, people will still come back to
it. You see? So of course, because I tell you when I found out apangire ndalama. Nangasi, say for example, you are trending today. kunazoti wakutocha. People have got money kunja kuno. So nakatili ndazi bambone zoti ndaphuma one of your producers kuno anali kumulako wakati ngako zinthu zake kumene ete ndewabwera kuno and then kunazoti wakutoa is trending moje nake manuzi akatuluka amwimira phone sepali 500 so
akayeselele mphamvu zimene amuza uko zimapanga chonchi
nakasena azibambofe ndife we are people who imagine things nthawi zambiri. So you would see the person kuti munthu uyo moje nake ndati okoti ndamene wawoti maponta akapanga zakuti I think izikhoza kutithandiza. You see, so ndi zimene akatenga kuja ndi ndrama zimene uli nazo wewe nakasi people have got money ndi ndrama zimene uli nazo pali 5 hours you're going to call the person akana amayas pali mita pali 2 meter ndi munthu akaganisa ndinovuta kapangoti basi sibasi zambika. So zikhozotheka kuti maybe there's something that they are gaining zikhozotheka or not kuti zithu mwina zangochitika komano zimene zilibe kuti ndi ngozi amwe zinozota majambo lake
because ine pamene popo the fact kuti munthuyo anajambula because the first thing if you are to protect yourself from kuti ichi chipiteko uko poyambira pojambula popo wenoti pamene
pasakhalepo
fa ngati ineyo sinadzijambuleko nili maliseche ndiye kuti pakwena pabwere wina wake mene unanenera manje kuti uyu wina wa black pena pake wachita kubisira kamera pena pake iwe wina ukungopanga zako ngopeza kuti
zatuluka zili kunja zakhala bwanji
koma samne yoti umachitowa kuyang'ana pa kamera paja kusintha yencheni
kuti yofika ponyamula phone kuinyamula mmachitonje kupita ku kamera and then bas video jambo ndikuyimika poteropo kuchera kula kuti ring light ndikuyisiya poteropo ndikumaka vina pamene paja muli mali choncho ndiye mwezo zatuluka mwangozi yo majambo kuti
zipite kuti
so zina zinzadala muntu at this point ona kuti zinzadala zinthu za fanga zinthu ngati jambo lawe kama tanzada koma ngati jambo lido nokubisira kamera
ndiyoti apopo there's an issue
koma the fact unazo kuti ine munafika pona zokuti basa papa nakasina kuti komabe kuti you trust the person to that much kuti mpakana akafike
kuti basi mene zapita zakha ndiye kabasi
kuli viewers akuti the boys yaitulukira noyo makhano ndi mafoni awiri chonje ndoto atumiza viewers basa ngotenga phone ina ndikutana kuti
ndikujambula
nakasi boys like I said people want to revisit ndeka kondi viewers muja zumakha kuti of course back then timatichana kuti WhatsApp GB unazoti some of viewers
amazoti yebebwa
umezota kusave be madala I think zinabanido zimezi kuona pano boys ina khano basi mafoni awiri ndikuti phone ina ya WhatsApp ina yo majambulira ma viewers
mmene mwapangila ino ndimene
zilira so pano ndifotokoze chonje nangasi kumene zoli yankhanona kuti mundikole this is my personal phone mukandimbira muja ino ngata Dennis it's this phone this one their business
right.
So each time this phone rings
I know about business
ikaitana ndikuti umakhala kuimba ma upcoming artists madala ife
music
you see so imakhala ine papa so if this one is ringing nthawi zina matha kungoza I'm going to call back because if that phone is ringing I have to attend to it because I know this is someone who I know personally this person knows me. Because if you've got that phone number over there ndino I've got some
personal connection
koma that one if that one is ringing madala mulipanje so I just had to make that distinction kuti bwanji ndi mafoni awiri
chabwino ndakutamvani artist upcoming artist amene mwapanga ali 5 pakafoni kuti amakhala akuvuta kwambiri ndi kaguluso kabodzi kamene kakuyesetsa kuti fame ikapeze kakuyesetsa ndithu kamati kakakhala kakamaona ma artist gajina Pix aja kamaona Onesmus Gwamba kamaona ajina Emidibo akamaona ajina Rita amakhala ish tafika wewe telefoni endi ndikagulu kamene internet ya kaipeza so yabwino mabando achipa ndikamene kakumachulutsa so zochita ma social media mwina iwowo sikuti angamatchuke choncho zimasiyana ndi mmene mwina alili akuluakulu. What's your experience working with these guys? How hungry are they for this success? And wewe ukamayendera makhozi acho kamayankhula ndi mfano acho kuti uyankhula naye umapanga chani mwakuti what are they really chasing when you analyze them?
Fame. Upcoming artists want fame, not impact and the consequences of being famous. I'm going to give you I think the example. Kuti sometimes when ndikuenda muja ena kangobwera iwe you see, now that's me. And sometimes I even regret kuti mazitingazambirana. Okay? They have got people ngati, I'll give you an example ngati Ajina Amy, Ajina Gwamba. These are people I've worked with, still working with.
Exactly.
Sangapita pacho apena pake ndikuja maufulu. There are some things that a basic in should I say normal?
Let's call it a normal person.
Let's for the sake of this conversation. Yoti a normal person can do. Ngati kupita mu kapita ngam shop right muja kakagula zinthu chanja ndo someone ask kota kulozerana wakuta kuja ndo wakuta it's a picture makuti before you know it there's a crowd whenever job. So upcoming artists ambiri akufuna zitizo zimene zijazo komano the moment you become famous there are some things that you have to let go. You can't be ngati unaliri kale sometimes you don't even have kusonga soka baza inani makwera kabasa.
No, inundine I think is what you guys actually do. Inundine pena like of course so umazango dabwe kuti wait guy kuti what's going on? Umazango dabwe kuti okay wait guy boys kuti muti jani
zukala kwa.
Yeah. Because in your personal like you said you and me we meet tikubana pena baga kwaxe chan but in the same space kungoenda fika hapo ukumana ndanthu ena yake the way akuyankhulire wendo kuti wait guy now you just remember yani mapanga podcast not a dama no podcast ena kabwera hase ase mapanga follow on Facebook. So I'm used to like anhamene nimajazana on Facebook ndazizanga chani now because my account is just on my page. You have got other people, they see you, they wonder.
You see? So upcoming artists, they want that. Komano, are they ready to let go some of these things? Because as you're developing your brand, you have to define when you're called branding for the so mena mapangira ma upcoming artists, amfano zoti akaguti ni mafano zoti ifeyo, you know the Komano, that's something your team upcoming artists ambiri, I should say ambiri. Of course, you can't generalize, but it's true. I'm coming at ambiri, sanga pange maintain that level of, I'm going to give an example. Ngati mena lili Amy. The way she maintains her brand is something onazo kuti muntu wina wake paika sanga tani kuti? Sanga bange. You see? Because you will never see Amy pagabaza.
Never.
You're not going to find Amy clubbing. You are never going to see Amy akungwenda in town. Where Amy stays, ndikumaona zoti upcoming artist ena sanga kwanisa. The clothes that Amy has, upcoming artist sanga kwanisa. That's another thing. Kota kama za dressing. Ukakauti ndiwe muntu odziwika zovala zinasunga vale nawo. Ukozozivala ngati panova choncho. Basi ndoti zatira pati? Zatira pompo.
Asazagone soda
vala nazo. Ndifana nthawi nake Malemu Matse, may he so continue resting in peace. Anazavala t-shirt nake I think
ya white
nake ndi I think mkono ubonga.
What my colors choncho.
Anthu anamunena. Kodi bwanje mangova t-shirt chimene chocho kote. Okay? Forget nazo kuti t-shirt imene jayo imavalidwa on different occasions. So ngarufuna zoto kai muntu odziwika ukana zoti ndramazo zilipo because nanga si uje nomo kokoto wavala ngati lero lwe upeze kone zokuti wasemuna wavala mu video that video anthu azionera pafupi
exactly
zimene wava kamene azitani kuti aziloweza so akazakumana naye ndihane kuti avala zomwe ziche
amangovala
alibe zovala tikudita ate so anthu ine my advice would be kunazo if you are chasing fame have a clear plan. Don't just say setatulutsa nyimbo mwakuti what's your plan? Okay, nyimbo ichatuluka ya hit. What's the plan? Are you going to be able to maintain zimene zozo? Zimene waziyambisazo kuti are you going to be able to be that person for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years? Muzikwanisa kodi mupita mwamba kapena mutsika. Anthu ena amatha kungobwera ase apapata jambo la video chan kumane promotion man ndembola ndoti simunakonzeke because ngati muli ndi ndalama ngojamba video yoka ndikuti nyimbo anisirani kuti
sipita kuli wose
siyitheka so zisiyela ndi mupeze ndalama nonzo nditusena musakhale ndi phuma they can nakasi people would just come to you kuti pangira post pakomesa ndoti nyimbo yenda no kuti nyimbo ijafika inonso mukuzwa Metafrika na ndiye Metafrika literally had to kukakamiza kuna zoti guys munthu uyu amatha kuimba munthu uyu okay so zimene zijazo kuti kungopanga zokha zija ndi ndalama zambiri because we have to come with my sponsored ads, we have to collaborate ndi ma pages ena, you know, she had to go to my media houses, you know, ndi ndalama zokhazo so anthu ena just come pa komisi pachota upanga post nyimbo ichi and then nyimbo ichi khoti sinaende kuyijubucha zoti guys mwangotojera ndalama. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. If you're releasing a song, have a clear plan. Ngati akometsi mwina tiponya mwina ma post 5, akumikozi tiponya ma post 5, umata day rate mwenye ma post 5, pamakosa na ma post 5, and then ugoga ndikuzodia kopita kandu times kopita kuti kumene kuja usatani sodi
ose bwere pamodzi kuti akupanga drive traffic ku
now those are just normal pages. They have to go to kuma
TV stations,
then you have to go kuma radio stations, then you have to go to my community radio,
newspapers,
then you have to go to newspapers, then you have to go to my influencers, then you have to go to kuma TikTokers. So budget alone music video if kote tukutulusa kwa za Amy, of course budget manager kwa komisari ku Deepo Creatives now.
But you still manage
yes, we just distribute her music. That's what we do. So our budget tikamatumiza ku timu ya ku Deepo Creatives always distribution ya kama 5 million.
Okay.
Imene yori sukuti kama uzoda yopita studio kota yapite ka atimpasi kandi twice pia jambo video. Your distribution see much chepera 5 million. You see? So coming artists ajaga mambo ya soma nozo basi tikangoponya pa komisi paja ndekuti tikoti nde ndama zabonzo ande makondera kwambiri. Nyimbo zeme zomwe mukaziponya kwa jini paja zimayenda kumazana
faces kuenda.
Iniyo nditi mwana mukhala basi what are you doing? So ena timatha kubweza mene kuti madala mazi nyimbo yanu usirana kuti ndimi nandi mene mwapangira siyenda. You have to do this, have to do this, have to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this why ndekuti mina anthu akamana ma budget ngati amene they are able to go at least my length tinatake? Because one of the things many so I think I've observed or I've heard or from whatever is my guys amene muli ndi ma platforms opanga promote ma artist wa zikone ngaso kuti artist mene akakhawira achizimayiwa nde basi mumangonyamula tsopano kuti mamoti azipereka kungowatenga kuti basi angokhala mwina tima concubines kuti atizikupangira ulere koma nde kuti inu ndife pakhale kachibwezibwezi choncho zakhala kuti tikufuna ena ake kuti basi. Is that why these men and ladies are going that length? Kuti
I cannot speak for others.
Speak for yourself, guy.
Let me speak.
Speak for yourself, guy.
Let me speak for myself. Actually, let me adjust my position. When I say kunazo kuti nginija, it's money. No amount of sex is going to make a person trend. Say for example, you have come to me because I know that say Kwax inende libe dollar. Komando funa zoti nyimbo yanga yende. ndifuna zozingopakula ndikukanira because ndine munthu oshota madam ne munthu oshota nyimbo jakuti yene it's money despite we have got the platform yakwakomesa kuti okay ndikuzama upanga post kumano there are some times where my views even na nyimbo acha samaenda pochini pa post pacha a lot of factors can affect kuti nyimbo icha sana isaenda which means you have to boost it. That's money. There's no way I can go pa Facebook nzota akulu inaende ndapakula ujino wimba uyu ndi imungoni mungu pangira boost ole this isn't take man. I have to pay for it. So inaende kushota kwa ineyo izime just take.
Okay.
Mapeto wake kwax sana ngoti use. I'm not saying kuti sizimachitika. Aponde apo zinthu zazimatha kuchitika. Kumano mwina kwa anthu otali ndalama. Ine ndalama ndilibe. So if you come to me with say if ende ungo paona kuti no pangizo kuti nyimbo yanga iyende. Ine ndikukanirani. Mukapanga cut out this section.
Kuno jalowa.
Awe, as a certain upcoming artist, ndwankazi. I'm going to be a budget per TikTok. I'm no one to be a budget per TikTok. So like I would make content and then just post per TikTok, just So this person, I'm going to interact with my
content.
My content. What? Apange comment, apange like, apange repost, apange share, Until one time she came to my inbox. Hi. Even even mutu sumuzio be like this person ama bwera.
Yeah.
So be majeza ngasi mutu anipeza DM. So majeza jambika hapo jan. So majeza ni mwana zile mutu saku masuka. So number sa phone number I say here's my number. Undi hala. Bo. Anadi hala moja basi majeza abu nobwima. And then until I think, I don't know what you call it, zina za car bunch. So I just stopped texting the person. And then I received a phone call from someone else in the Mozilla. On my personal number. Ijameni mazo nitawiza mbili makodi nima. So it is a new number. This number, and they would this person knows me. So I'm coming at Stunaga for Nago Rutseni. I would munampanga kuti mufuna zoti mumuchukitse kuti jan. As a matter of fact, pali munthu wina ake walowa live munthu usini muchula. Koma mazikona amondo photo za nkhani boje. Pa TikTok. Amondo afuna kuti atachita kutchula ni dzina kuti jan. Ndida munthu ndi ndani? Anamuchula dzina lizo. Ndeni ndikuta kodi ndoyimba. Akuti munakambe not miles. So I had to go kuchat kuja took screenshot nuni. I say ababa does this conversation show you kunazo kuti this person akamba ukoza uje zoti ndoyimba amaze then was like it's fine same muntu ali pa live akuti yes. So I just called one of my lawyers. Could I say there's this issue that's happening muntu ali live uje. So if you can you just go ahead and see what cause banga bani. And then I went back to the person and I said, thanks so much for letting me know. I've just informed my lawyer would see what we can do. Like I don't know what I muza kazina kabanje sana nkani mine sana bange goso. Sana for my daddy ni ati mafuno ati muchugitse kumana ndo kuti no I should have some sexual favors from that person. Kuti no yojakuta achuki azibanga wambiri janja. And also the person samata so wimba nanga now I had now picked my interest kuda ndikaona kuona zo
kuti ubanga jani. Yeah.
Samata so wimba madam. Until azonge improve nyimbo zake sizingaende. So ndi kuntembea mwana uza abange improve wet. Ndime na wimbira. Okay, everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Iye waimbira venebo. If she can get somewhere. She can get better. Asamango imba nyimbo za basic zoda tufenda kana imba gari. One or other, ajina channel, ajina bebwa. They come with my unique concepts.
So it's them. You can say that. Okay.
Komana basimbo za gandi makukonda. Siniza kusia. Sizingaenda. Ndoka kuti maluku siso mazi so
sorry. Okay. Now, azimayo kani zake zimakazi benzo. Now there's a new trend banovas. Imene yuko kuti anthu omaiza sympathy. I don't know. Now you tell me. Because one thing that I believe is you guys are also the masters of strategically telling these guys what to do. I know kuti akakhala maende amabwera kwa inuyo apita uku and yoseko maenda remote vena pake. Nemuza na ase mene wena uyu ataipanga chonje atamenya chonje strategy yake. Basa vetse chisoni ali akalire pa vibe live
muzimberi andani kwa
zimberi mwapanga anthu angapo mwalirako pa ndani uyu woposedwa pompai waimba nyimbo ya tourism uyu ndani Rashly uja then Black Nina mankumbukira koma dzina lokhalo koma nkhope chili chonse mankumbukira Black Nina anapita okalira so you cannot tell kuti munthu uyuyu cause pena wake Black Nina nkano ngati akulira zamajoko akulira mzasiya Rashly akoni kuti akukamba za serious but now because there's this ka trend kamene anoti ma stunt sitanga panopa nkhani ilo ndi stunt kulatu kwa ma issues za serious ma issues za serious munthu ali ndi mlandu wovuta mlandu ogwiririra kaya ndi ogona ndi mwana wapita ku public instead of people giving that person sympathy there's a whole thing going on ma stunt yo mukumapanga bwanji ku inuyo ma PR practitioners how do you weigh kuti and which ones can you tell us kuti namenyako iyi kumene ayenda bobo
ufuna ndulole pano
tangoligayiraniyo unzati yakuti ife tena panga yakuti koma mweona inaenda chonchoncho.
Okay, ku music I've never done a stunt
for music
kuma corporate world I've done a lot of stunts for companies.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anthu ambiri amaona ngati ma stunt amachitika kwambiri ndaku music. Even the corporate also
kwambiri.
Oh wow.
I told you I've been in the corporate for 6-7 years. So I've done a lot. Some of these companies you see today kuti ndodziwika kuchuka bobo. I designed their PR strategies. One kuti nanga system ngabo pano kwanza company yako kumana ku music ngati for example ngati kwa komesi nambeta panga ku stunt kuti apa bandit mangazo zina zipango zikungobwera nawo anthu ona ngasipoti yakungo so be like what's happening we even have to come uzapanga explain kuti yakula zinto sizili choncho so tikanoze now is getting out of hand one most times kuti mwina kuti wakuti uja zakhala kuti nthazi mayizo tungozisiya komano tikakoti wasinguti I think it's getting out of hand. That's when now we come and say kuti zinto zotu sizili choncho this zinto zinakhala. However, I'm allowing that to samva. When they've got their own narrative, more, because not carrying the channel. So even if you come and try to clear the air, they're still going to have that hujan, that mentality. No, I won't go namiza. They're just trying to save face. Kumano, kumano ni singa ngati kwa komets. Ma stunt ma is matter. Ma stunt ma kumano zolira zonto antu kumalira ndi tupojene antu kumakugira.
So, okay, your observation, maybe because you are in the circles, you are behind the promos and whatnot. When you, observation, where like these things, are these real things, or you have also sensed that, or we're not going to that, madala, stunt jabe.
Okay, if I got a plan, could have to say, for example, you see to go and shit all leader, could okay. However, I think in the leader watching the and to me na ndimvera ku chisoni nyimbo and then they would after that I'm going to do this. If I got a clear plan, I mean why not ngati amana anakutsika of course kunyamazo could have been cancelled if
I would see
akutsika moja and then I've come back amana aja kukhulukira so and then if I've got a clear plan could after would say for example amana ndi kukhulukira and then ndekuti ndipanga zako. I mean, go for it. Because you can try and rutulutsa nyimbo zabwino kachani chabwino, no one's going to listen to that. Komano if you come Malawi pepani kwambiri mokono zinakhala mokono mwako kuti sizinachitike bwino ete and then amalawi chako amalawi ndi anthu. So ngati anthu achakukhululukira, the best you can do is come up with some good music. Actually better music than zimene wapanga mbuyo.
Okay.
Ndi zabwino komano in as long as my standards sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, so that was my follow-up question. When you do music, but you have done for corporate world.
Yeah.
The ones that you have done for the corporate world,
it got out of hand.
Okay.
There's this one I did. It got out of hand. I never expect unazo kuti ika many limo. It blew. My phone never stopped ringing.
Okay.
My phone never stopped ringing. I remember that time it should be 2021. I think, was it 2022? For that company, we made about 100 something million in a month.
Okay.
Over 100 million in a month because of that stunt. Yeah. Kumano it blew out of hands. It was everywhere. So that company Nambita from the grassroots. One of our producers know this company.
Okay.
Our Karaba, Bamba Karaba. Aspecer, with our company. Now I'm with this other lady, but she's in Norway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So without maybe mentioning their name, what was the stunt like? What was
brand alignment? We had a brand ambassador. So this brand ambassador anazaimba nyimbo inake yonyoza zo panga zimene company mapanga in some way, not intentionally. Not intentionally. Kumano actually nyimbo sio ndio chuka so kombe. Actually nyimbo ndio chuka up to date. Okay. Up to date nyimbo ndio chuka. So nice. Up to date nyimbo ndio chuka kombe. And that artist is still on the rise. Alibunobuno so kombe. So it was more like, okay, nyimbo yanango yimba kumana ina isoko nezota we have got an opportunity here. So I contacted him and then talked to the MD. That we have got this thing that we can do. Can we do it? So like, yeah, sure, go. So now I'm Ange Pregets.
Okay.
Yeah. So we did that, and then the rest is history. We actually finished my products of that company within a few days. No, you say, well, if you know, you know.
I'm really trying hard to.
I'm
really trying hard to find this. Why am I the only one not aware?
Because back then I wanted to put him on a contract. What does it mangira moja? My graphic designs. Expense.
Okay. Anyway, okay. Dimva, okay, so in your conclusion, when this happens, what are the chances of you do a stunt and does it really benefit the corporate company, the company itself?
It does.
It does, huh?
Okay, because what I have to do is you have to be careful when coming up with my stunts, because it's make or break. So you can either make the company or break the company. You can either make the brand or destroy the brand. So you have to be careful. You have to set my parameters. It doesn't have to go beyond this. It doesn't have to be below this. It just has to be somewhere here. So when you're setting those parameters, you don't have to guess. You have to do your own research. When I said, okay, titani what, tibange morani, zikale bwanje. That's why you see when I said maybe I have a stand in age. When I have instead of you take it somewhere, bring them down. So whenever making these stunts, you just have to make sure you know what you're doing. Osangobanga stand just for the sake of it. You know, to stand in you have to be really, really careful with it. Because like I said, I've done a lot of stunts in corporate world. So these are the companies I need. What in the Shito? So I can either make or break that company. If even the MD or one of those companies, if even had to come in his office, would hey, mamwen, iyonde mutana nayo no. I am done no coming in and goes. And actually, this MD is going to cover. I'm going to mapungirena. I think can go tell them whenever making mistakes, you just have to be careful. Also, I don't think because of understand you don't know some notes. Do you see? That's not even stand. It's not a stand in which see. Okay. What do some knows? So what's next?
Nifaka napanga bike mina nsikano I think mina it's beyond just a stand kuti pala anthu ena kwauza kuti koma the only thing I could buy is kuti akugulisa zinthu zicha. That's the only narrative that can buy. Koma zoneza kuti you have selling power when buying power kapena maybe kuti atakhala kuti muna toneko ujeni malichoncha wakuti oimba wakuti tigula pantama mwakuti. So maybe if they got the agents, I mean, it's an agency. Maybe they reach out to the person who say, "Palitu agutu afuna ta unakuza so dollar iye mwaguti." Ndeti pange bwanje. Maybe to me that would make sense. Kuti nangasi everyone has got a price, man. Yeah.
Everyone has got a price. So in the maybe I would say okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
When is I want to have power. Madag mala. Go to Forex. Anyway, that is here.
All right, cool. Hey. Jabino. As we go towards the end of this conversation, what is one thing about the social media trends that you wonder, okay, why do we even do this? As somebody who is always on social media, you look at trends, you look at why are people so obsessed, or why do people even think this is what they should be doing on social media?
Izizo kuyalutsana, kunyozana, ndukupereka hate for social media. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you would wonder, why do people hate this person so much? Mukuzokana mupanga zinthu zanu zijapopo pa social media bacha. Munezota page na makonda zimene. There's this opportunity moto. Ambo zangu tira hate mene bachaba. Bafuna muzitenga ngandani kuti ino kuti. Moto tente. But what important amangwada just because. So you don't want to kuma ngoni muntu kuti nala kwa jana. They are good at fabricate my stories. I always give examples of muntu amene neighbor fube Amy. People hate Amy so much. Recently I graduate. And who yamba 2023 ntemo wamaliza ka. Like, there's life after social media. Or there's life behind social media. There's life behind music. There's life behind whatever a person does. Mena emi tinka ndeko rabwele kwa mesana kuti school kuti school anayamba kai. Zimene zakhe anazigamba so muje mu nyimbo ya first born. Kuti school fees inazavuta nje. She even had to stop because school fees inavuta. Okay? Kumana someone angopaka for school anayamba 2023. Zimene zimuzitenga kuti.
Actually, my friend, of course, when I first seen Nagumane behind, and I think when I was busy, I wanted to follow up. What do you guy? What do you more generous?
It's possible that muntu akozoyamba school 2023 normaliza 2025. So, for example, muntu ani diploma. Uka be the
30 year.
Yeah, uka 2 years school kujoba graduate. Ubera. This will take. Of course, that's not the case with Amy because she was someone and then she went to invest it.
Honest certificate. Some
So you see, so that's why I say good. It gets out of hand. Would they have to come and explain? You get this was one of the instances. Come still, like I said, they still have got their own narrative. You get. So instead of how kanga nizona haya mkuza kuje no CTS somo to just
now they bring in what they think
they're always looking for something to talk about her. Amarusa nyimbo most of them mande wapala mutu so it's something that sometimes I sit and wonder muti kuti anthuwa zimakhala bwanji, you know, anthu amakhoda aganiza motani. So you mwina khadi wankhola mwana kwika komano imene ndinakhala tifika poyambira ankakonda ankadandaula kwambiri.
Do you let her manage because I go by social media, do you let her manage?
Yes, her page. Yeah, of course. Komano what we did was kwambira kuti ndikamulesa kuti ngamuleta kakhola tuse by then hate ili pachuluka kwapsha tikamulesa kumatusa nyimbo usole Facebook. Be off social media maybe for a week or so until zikhoza tanodi zapangojeni because the hate was just too much. So amazela kudandaula anthu anaonda anthu ina game because anthu amachusa kunene kuti mwakuti okay. So yomwe mbisa ndimo zoti I say you don't have to worry about these people because some of these people I mean are busy kunyoza pa they have nothing. They have literally nothing. Akuzama kuchada yonchi mwina so fona mukachajisa kwa nini. Mwina kafonika kaso ndikophwanyika ujeneyo CD. Koma libizo makunyoza. You at least you're doing something with your life. You are putting your mind into music. You've got fans. Even if the my fans are on that's fine. Because everyone has to start somewhere. So we literally had to sit her down, do you know, because wambira nkakonda kuwerenga mauchene wambiri makomenti. Ndio mara katika ponya page patu at least iko makako mwina makomenti abu na buno. Kumana kwa mwina tapite sangwina kuma pages kwina. Kaya kumikozi kuja kumata daily kaya makosa na kuja. Mwina wita magaza matira fire kuti kumene kuja. And mwina wanga believe out this part. Eda kana anaza nkuta ndebo asoka nango pisa.
Wow.
Well,
wow.
Mwina antama yankula. Antama yankula. Komano, ina mwanufusa kuti zimaite pa social media, the hate. I do believe kuti the day we will have a united front, kumona when it comes to music, that's the day mala music ingazabite pa soko. Or at least everything else mean it does a bit.
No, because as you're speaking, I used to manage page Tan, Mr. Broken English.
Yeah.
Like for a long time. Yeah. No, there was a time where Tan was not posting anything. Like he would stay off social media. I was the one posting everything, and I would read everything. Because so now I think, but now how you everything that goes there. But like a guru, they'll just put hate. No, but what my guy? And me as somebody was, I'm like, okay, wait, guy. Why is okay? Why don't you just make sure he doesn't exist in your world? Because you choose
who you should be interacting with. So say for example, kuti muna dance man ino maimba and then mwatusa nyimbo icha. Ndefera mvera nyimbo icha. Tozo awani matara nodi abala nyimbo. I can just be quiet. Nyimbo sidipo. Kuidelete ngati namaka download kuidelete bas. Simple. Zatabo. Why you don't have to come online kuza mulimbira muntu today mapapa ndi pali bechimino mapanga. Actually that's another thing. Some of my friends not see us because of that. Because kwambirira like I said kuti hate inalipo yoshiko titamba kumpanga manage should be 2023 I think kuti no ambo tulsa ku nyimbo. I think it was 2023. That's when Antwena and so nagasa anthu amatira fire no pages kwina kuja. So now I had friends who at least I got friends. Amapiro mejo mara kumagatira so hate so mujaguzo. Hey nyimbo zake ziende sachi mwana mwana. And then I'm like ndino wanzatu. You have got my personal number. If you see unazo kuti koma no madara artist wa Kwax nyimbo just siribo you can come to me. You call me. Leave me a VN, leave me a text. Say nyimbo icha ndiyabu inokoma pakuti pacha. Sibalibo. But next time that's constructive criticism. You don't have to go somewhere kuti anthu eneka kutame kumene kujawo. So Nazi up to date. You get? So pali magazi amangu bwa masuda angufuna zokuti kafuna kuti kayatamike, kayatani I don't even know. Come on, at least I think muna mene tukulowera kukapena mwina.
Is there a change but according to anyway Anajoga Adugu, but we know that Agomesi still handles distribution. I saying that in this case, aim. Do you see any change, Manova?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot, man. So what saying? I think.
Yeah, two songs. I know.
Should be, yeah.
No, there was Mujire. There's
Security.
Ndeba bwela iya kuza ondo kuzambia S-Trap I like that song.
Of course image just yatongo.
Yeah, wapangira feature. I don't know. I like this song.
What are uje mujireje? Panopa now it's just been a month munyimbo yedu so million views. Okay.
Wait. Nyimbo ya mujire. While we're talking about my stunts and what not. Before release ya nyimbo manage. Kuna ruga nkhani zodi anajotsa mimba. Then no, now I think that's where I was like I think kulali mashows liwonde baraka chali atangomaliza mashow amene ajawa kunaza ruga nkhani yemi wajotsa mimba it was all over.
Anatamaliza nyimbo ndango MKOMETSI KWAX mukumbukira amali mimba ndiyanga
kona amali ndiyanga
amali mimba ndiyanga
okay because mango yote daja hapa samimba
amali mimba ndiyanga
and just after that munaruga nyimbo ya muchire. Now me as somebody who is just following this thing,
you're trying to connect the dots
with okay mimba aulutsa nyimbo muchire munthu akamaka kuti akukabereka mimba ama kauti akukachita is it
actually zitapanga zimezi jazo inazatuluka nyimbo ya anapangidwa feature ndi abemo ya Gumulani. Oh yeah. Okay. So inayo okay when I read the story I don't know what inali page yake ndiriyo kaya nangasi kulima pages ambili these days so when I read the story I was like I think that these guys on the picture mine hata tina muiga nsalu mu nyimbo ya Gumulani kuti nangasi in the song amanazo kuti Dibo atenga mimba amunage wali ku John. You get? So I thought that I think poti nyimbo je kutuluka I think then was it the next day or was it the day after. So I was like, I think that someone has seen moja na tiokoti.
Is it two zindezi
until I heard on azota akuti tu sukuta akuta ni mimba koma akuti ojosa mimba and actually mimba yeso akuti inali yako. And I'm like okay. And actually this thing zinambere. Zinamba January. Ali ku Zambia kuchipata ntaina yakana zapita ndi sister wake master yake ndani she was with her family. They were there. So anakuta kwambiri. Ifanta zina muntu musango na ujapa kujama katika pakile pamoja. Kama pakile. Ndeka nakuta that time. Kakuta chonchija. Actually it wasn't actually January, it was December because I remember January we were together ku Tanzania. Kumano the picture not January. So that picture it was in December atapita kuchipata. Now zatuka zingine zinambira mene kucha and then now akuta ya mimba and then we were like she's on tour. So muntu hoti wataya mimba I don't believe kuti muntu hoti wataya mimba kuzomadu mpapa stage the way she was doing. Because I think that weekend nani kuti tiri ku liwonde
I think the munachokera side yao. I remember that time because I don't know what I was following up on some things and munapita unchinji chonchi kana munabwera the other week munalumikiza kupita liwonde mangochi
yeah and then we came back and then we went to north. So she was on tour by then and then we were like remember or just I even had to call her. What's happening? Akuti mwataya mimba now that actually neso ndikungozemvera so mmoja momwe kuti ndenda kuti iyo ngati munake sukudziwa nde hono. You see? Kwa when anafika level ya M, she doesn't need a stunt kuti atuse nyimbo. She doesn't. You get? Okay. So why would we need a stunt kuti atuse nyimbo? Because I always say this unazo kuti for you kuti utuse nyimbo it's money. We just have to pay a few key individuals, a few pages, and then you hand it your way. Commander, you have to need a stand. She's big, Mandala. Let's be honest.
Yeah, she's
big. This year alone, she's the most booked artist. She's the. I think she's the only. She's the only female artist. Kumara kunogo kuti apange a tour. A successful tour.
Oh yeah, like kuti
yes in Malawi.
Organized that we end. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You see, so why would we need a stand? Here's what you don't know. Each time as I was speaking, she has got 3 videos what in the rules. So I think about I think She has got, I think, should be 30 something songs unreleased.
Yeah.
Okay? So why should we need a stunt to put in at nyimbo? It doesn't make, even to us, it doesn't make any sense. Because if you're doing a stunt for your artist, then it means mukundele that sanafike that level when magazi move for. That's what happens. So for when M doesn't need a stunt to say nyimbo. So ngani zimukobeza kuti mwina zangotuluka, who is, like I said, I'm fabricate ngani.
Because for me, I was like, okay, wait, guy. So guys, now okay, when this thing comes out, you know, I'm like concerned. I'm like, oh, wait, this is literally how? Because I had actually met her. I think adi patua ija. We adapela kuno. So unajeza kuno bwino she's doing zake za rehearsals without pina kutoa ile chani, and this things comes up. Mpaka ndambo so kapena mwina ndakuchipatala ena ake kumene anakachotsa mimba kumene timva kuti ziri mpaka kenako kubwera nyimbo. I'm like mina boys ija basi that is stunt. Now I'm like, okay, how do you do a stunt that humiliates this person? Because that's a level of kuchotsa mimba. It's not an issue ngama use kuti like.
Okay, so actually even kanya yajani ya kuda alinimi pete that was in January. Sana tuluse kunye nyimbo this
sana no akala for break. I remember that when you said I'll be on a break. But booking in Zambia, was it April? Nyimbo in Zambia March kinako.
So you say kuti muntu huyo wa akungo khala this time actually mutani nenda anakazo pita ku gym. But January, so February, March.
So the videos there.
Yeah.
Okay. No, these are things that people talk about. And they talk a lot in the Benabage. I think this space in many social media. And harmonizing who they don't understand they will think they will jump on it. And it's sometimes very difficult to really see what's behind.
What is this real or not?
What's real or what's not real.
Yeah.
Probably, which for you are a promoter. You are a manager and you manage my pages. That's why for me, I think this makes a lot of sense to have this conversation with you because you are behind.
Mwina ningu furuza jonchi. Ngani mupanga great stand for your artist. Mukumpuke kesa artist ono. Kuti mukundele kuti zimena maimbas. Ndeuti ndimwelera. So you need something. Yona zokuda antu hajikambe gai before you rulusa nyimbo. So nyimbo osangotulusa bwana. Ngani mwana zoda artist ono ndo abo. Osangotulusa nyimbo bwana. So if you're coming up with a stand, so we are going to need this stand. Ndio magaza kada kungamira kena ko bam tutulusa nyimbo. Mukumpuke saga.
Okay.
Tulusa nyimbo yo. Antu amvera antu aijaje antu adana antu kayaonera kasamvera kasaonera zili ndi. So ngani the feedback we want to benefit. That's what we're going to use in your next project.
All right. We'll be concluding. And conclusion yet. It's still, like I said, we're rolling my trends, stunts, and whatnot. Paruka now, that's over. Thing that I've gone around. I know Inayo is something that I would want to tackle moving forward with probably Mageza IP. Now it's IP and Chanchani. Antu angapo adandaula ina kuti ndambaga nyimbo hii adidilira pa YouTube.
Yeah.
Wina waidilira so ku nyimbo za pa YouTube. Kenako page yawa kuti yadilitidwa. Kwina kuso wina so page ya ine yadilitidwa. Edi makwalala. Osati makwala mwanu kwa makwala amene ndi makhala. Anthu akamagambirana mwene kuti ma stunt ito ameneyo. Ndoti apapa afuna apese sympathy. Kenako abweraso we have recovered the page from hackers kuti anthu athamangireko tsopano atutsirako nyimbo. From your experience as somebody who is also
tiambire kujeni ku Facebook. Anthu ambi akazabwera nguzana zokuta mwina nakapanga post nzange zora page yange inamangidwa hack chanchanya. They just like accountability man.
Okay.
Let's be honest. Because you don't come on social media and don't nyoza wina wake muchiche wake nozota anthu ena kana ndipangira hack page ndapa pa yabwire. Doesn't make any sense. Malawians are not fools. You can fool them. My page was hacked. It doesn't work that way. Right? First thing. Facebook. However, it's also possible when my pages are hacked. I'm going to give an example. Page of Faith Moose. It was hacked back then, of course, and never going to recover. So you will see what the content faith you get?
The same thing in the Atan. For period is
magazine and then Akwaga. Page on up to date. Page on
church. Is it CCP?
Yes.
Radio kaya njani mabaka so post so that way escape ajimodo the same thing is ndani
among bwana ndizi moja
ma videos ita
ina moja yeah you get so it shows unazoda okay that page has been hacked kuma no you don't come up on Facebook bacha kunyoza mchichewa uzoda ntana kana haga page ijamo yeah of course au haga mwana kunoga libo ngasi profit on ngana pangidogo hagi ndukuloa live muntu
wait guy was that okay that again is one of those things no. Was that even real how did that and you can go agu
so you don't know
okay was that even real can I go abana basi page ja theater and did this guy just give them back
I don't think would they just give back the page no okay sana ilande so mano rather would the guy just give them good okay there's some security measures that you have to follow with the page is something to hack I think Antu Ambiri don't know how to secure their pages they don't know so you have to consult some people when I'm at Saronzoda what I say page ngani secure more than ibangoje one of the ways opanga secure ningo lulabe ngasi but one of the ways of panga secure page the two-factor authentication that way you know kuti aba
china yake chikuchitika huku
if you don't have that note page which is easy kuti
repeat
another way is you can do the business portfolio for the page that helps a lot despite the two-factor authentication at least you should also have a business portfolio my page Zambia you don't have these things
no
that's why it's
just
very
page
easy.
basi
Just a page basi ni madimi I would I have got full control you don't until you do these things you get now going to YouTube ku YouTube kuja kuli mavuto akendo nazo kuti should I say mavuto I don't know ma artist ambiri amakonda kapanga download ma beat pa YouTube aja and then alembere nyimbo walowa then kumpasa producer kuti asendipangire ku beat yogwiza ndikanoti
ndi nyimbo iyi
sizolawika tuvomereze sikuti tukunena zoti yamo sizolawika it's good because now we know kuti you don't need kuti mwina uchenena kuti for you to be creative you can use
what is already available for you to just stimulate your creativity and kulembera.
However, what's wrong is using the same beat to do nyimbo without buying my rights a nyimbo I think that's what happened with Onesimus and Mecha. Both of these people nyimbo beat just sana gure anangugwisa nshiro ndikuitolosa
nyimbo
ndemwana ujangwa mwanoso pera
Mecha I want his number. I've never.
Ndikupatsa. Nangasi now nyimbo nkani jana yatuluka nangasi I think there are different ujana yotulusira nyimbo ena use DistroKid ena use Chunko so moja naja imapanga track ma beats or nyimbo yofana ndi nyimbo inakosa you get so I don't know if it was done automatically because Onesimus is my friend. So kuti ndikutira I don't know kuti zinakhala bwanje because it might have been done automatically kuti inaona genija yapanga detect
ndio
yakachotsa automatically it's possible or it might be also possible that ya muntu uja waiona genija timu yake ija
ndio yapanga report
because Onesimus has got a team in Malawi has got managers in SA now it's possible kuti magazi sikuti tikunyoza match might be possible magazi that are based in SA ayona nyimbo ija and then they've taken it down magazi ako SA janota kutiko nota kumala because magazi ako SA mwina saka muzi wa match amangota akoda akasonkandani so what and then they took it off okay now zimezi jazi mabweresa no ku dashboard ya ujamana kusaduta nyimbo oja Now, mwana wa mwana yusufa nole abano so bona akabwera pa Facebook nguzama zoda toseta ba beat bwino bwino. Yeah, toseta ba bwino ndio kwenye mbwene fanya. Is it mwana uja nice. So madaji urangona soda ndio iwa janda kule arangutusa so nyimbo ina uta basi. Imene Yesu sunga ndiani. It's fine. You see, so that just shows I don't think it was a stunt, because for bigger artists like Onesimus.
No, but then I saw kuti YouTube ya Mecha has been deleted.
Oh,
yeah. So there was a conversation in one of the groups.
Really?
Yeah, kuti Mecha's YouTube has been deleted.
Even this in a started to own it.
Up to now, after you never haven't followed up kuti up to now. I haven't seen anyone talk about it after that conversation. And Ramapita adi kwa wezoti ujenyage ja sikurani sikupeze.
Ine mondroti ngopanga check first.
Tabanga please. Because my next conversation many friend is around those parameters now in details. Okay, what's going on after is this a stunt but now when it comes to IP kanizama copyright is how should we treat them?
Simona ujena bali bebo this.
Bebo mesha. And I was like, okay. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day, maybe with different people. Koma ambiri, anaine na nthawi imeneyo kuti stanti 40 years pachitika easy. Now he's trying to buy sympathy. Koma up to now, that page is not there. So I think the other guy and this other guy,
I think Nazona Sokangati. Now that I've mentioned, I think someone mentioned about Director Tony.
Yeah, Director Tony, so I think so. I guess so. Has been deleted. And we wama comedy, we wama not Winter Charge. Winter Charge YouTube yake ila deleted. Dr. Com Facebook page. So there's this thing that's going on. Okay.
What's happening?
So maka uri mina wina ngo yambana ndi wina wake kenako page yanga ya. Because Dr. Komu akutika ya makamba za
abusa
chane
panoba akuta ampanga report nozota amagulitsa mifuti. Antu akulako.
No, but then I say guys, okay, people don't know the investment many imapita mu zinthu zimene zizi. Many building a portfolio.
They don't.
I say when Tana's page was hacked. Bro, Adami ajandoonda kale. Adami ajandoonda kale. And hame anali ali kunoku because inapo hakidwako kawiri. Akuko anali koyamba kuti page jawolodi page yatali yapita.
Watulutsidwako.
And tinali nyumba. Yali kuchipinda ine ndili kuno. And it's I remember this story clearly. Kuti abwera mkazi wina wake anali abenda pa chinjinga cha moto. Anapita ku Cape Magriye kuja anapanga post. Kuti watenga Berhazi. Yeah.
Oh, right. Namuzi wa
Chani gonolia.
Should be something. It was an STI.
STI. Kuti komari waitenga kuleki Malawi madzi. Ndi anthu amampanga attack kazuja. Ndetana anapita sopo mpacha.
Ndikutira
trafire wewe. Atango comment imeneyo inaliyomaliza. Sikunathe 10 minutes.
Page of it.
Now, this was the funny thing. Ine ndiliwe, ndilipa PC ndopanga zinthu zanga yali kuchipinda. Ndio leo chakuseka upeza ma comment anthu ali busy wearing. Kunabwera message, email. Kujani? Ku email kwake. Your page will be deleted for violation. Chan. Ndiye mutu mwake ati amaona ngati kuti mina comment imene wakapaka kwa mkazi uja. Kuti mina ampanga report zimene zijazo. So you need to secure verify your page
using this
link. Yeuja anangoiklika link iji. Mena amazazi ndikeo kupapapa akubwera kwa ile. Ase tapanga ko check page tapanga ine ndipita pa page waka check ineos kulibe. I logged out of the page. Bwanje itika ndiyani. I say but when he lost that page I say he spent almost I think 2 weeks even uli aje muntu uja ntani. Because he had been running my ads and like everything, even in my bookings, people were seeing on this page, you have built this thing for years. I think it was 125,000 followers. And that was around 2021. And this thing just went like that. I mean, no munthu oti sanapa use ko page je kumayidalira kuti ndi source ya livelihood yake. I not understand this.
They wouldn't. Matako amachita nseru.
Amene.
Matako amachita nseru. What's kula mimba munthu madala.
Ase munthu yanamba kumatuka even zidzolo. Amve? Like it was bad. And I think when it was recovered, hey, we tried kwambiri be. Of course later on namezoti kunalibe kakatikena kakanatsalira because they even attacked the business portfolio. Because they now use Instagram. It was too fast, too quick because everything went. Instagram chana I think
anaka ko business portfolio
yawo ndiye mapanga control amatha kuchotsa ina nthawi imene afuni nayo imango yamba posts zimene agadisa. I say I know we can have this conversation like for days. There's a lot that's going on, but
okay, what I wanted to say was
mambo titumizira zinthu
zokazo afuna mapeja zike
sajamba.
Okay, okay, actually, what I wanted to say was what I think Kanye IP. It would be good. There's a guy who who deals with IP.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you his contact.
Please.
He's very flexible.
Please.
You can call him here. And actually even because I think it's gonna take a bit maybe off camera.
Okay.
Because I think anyway, you can call this guy because we are on this podcast.
I think it's a very big discussion that we must have.
Yes.
And actually, internet, we just feel like we can use anything anyhow. Yeah.
So that guy, I'm going to give you.
Okay, perfect. No, I say, I'll say this was a good conversation. I think but it's in Zambia. It's been but for a start, let's leave this one here. Takamba Zambiri mbiri. I think anthu akumva amvako and amene ali ndikuthekera kuti they take things seriously. They will be able to whether reach out to you on different things or to just try to use as many one in iwe apa. Misconceptions, fake news, chani zokuza whatever happens in Zambia mbili.
Ndipo Zambia. Okay, okay, when it comes to, of course I know what you're wrapping up. Komano when it comes to Zambia zimezwita pa social media. The best place to verify such kind of news is the source. Just go to the source. So what's happening?
And this is madabwiso tena alindi ma contacts anthu and you see them like they're going there like
they don't verify,
which is easier for you to just dial this person on WhatsApp
yes,
than come here ngati ata amakhanga ata you ata akafusa who are you asking when you know kuti nkhani yakwambaza wakuti unaye contact
munthu machezana usongomfusa bwana. So it's not necessarily kuti munja mukantape nkama kumana kuti I just wanted to verify it. There's this thing that's I'm saying kuti zochitika pa social media. Is it true? What's happening? That simple. Mwanzo hey ndepa tangomva tu kuti kuti ndakagoma phuzo ka.
All right, I say as we conclude, I will give you the camera to leave your final words. China yake jimene ukono people really need to get before you go, or what you think you need to tell somebody out there who is so into social media, believes everything they see, and whether it's from your page ya kometsi kuti maybe pali misconception imene anthu ali nayo, you don't want to clear that. I'll leave that to you and then I'll conclude.
Tiambire ndi guys amene ma pages pa Facebook. Guys, we have got a platform. Maybe I've got a huge following, you know. And whatever we post, just use it responsibly. Don't use your platforms to bring down someone. Use your platforms to elevate someone. Rather rather just use certain angles. You can post the same story, come on in a certain angle. It's going to benefit both sides. So you don't necessarily have to bring someone down. That's the first thing. Second thing, my guys, I'm going to cover social media. Don't spread hate. Be kind. Those people, kumaya mkula chipongwe, kumaya tira hate and whatnot, they're also human beings. Those people also have got the same feelings just like you. These are people, they have put a lot of resources in whatever they're putting out per social media. Just give them your support. Constructively. I don't know if you've got that word. Rather, I say you've got a talent. Can you try maybe doing this and that? Yeah. Instead of mwina vuto ndine. Get? Simajidabo. Kulima buka mingati sambira ndiruso. Elevate those people. Andro ajatandizeni kuda azafika pena pake. Now this is not going to enforce normal. I pages the people who are on social media. Sometimes it's not about the money. Kumano rather helping someone. We have done it a couple of times and we're still doing it. Whenever we say this person knows that okay, we give the platform to the person for free. Because okay, this person needs a hand. I'll give an example. A certain person, another I posted it per page budget for free. He came back and said, I said, thank you so much for that, Ujen. Of course, Zoimba is the immigration. Someone came and said, when I post for free. Now there is a management. You get? So it's not about the money, rather elevate someone. Kwa my content creators, same thing. Don't use your platforms because you should bring down someone. The day we are going to be united and then help our industry, okay, now we're united. The way Nigerians did, the way South Africans did. Yeah. That's the day we are going to take our industry forward. Because this person is trying to carry flag ya Malawi. Not one zokuti afuna oneke ngandani afuna kuda ati posa moto. No, you're different people. Mwina upanga zinzo siyana. You might be in the same industry. Upanga zinzo siyana. Your brand in the brand ya mtu ina my brand osiyana. So let's just be loving. Tikondane wina nizake. Another thing, inesa comments. Wina nibwereze. Inesa comments. Inending comments. Maybe I'm the operations and marketing manager for Agomets Limited. There's Agomets Limited, not just Agomets. Agomets is a very big entity. And by myself, I cannot be Agomets. Impossible. Agomets is a collective. It's a group of people. I'm just part
of the group.
It's limited. There's a board of trustees. There's a board chair. Who are the poto? I even had to ask for permission. Even when I had to call the person. Go. Okay, so it's not a good to So again, in a Agomets, in ending MKOMETSI KWAX. Laban song Laurent Kwakwa. So magazani pesa kuti corporate world. Sina song MKOMETSI KWAX. In the Laurent Kwakwa. I think we're table. Ndini mwana mmoja.
All right. Ndi mwana mmoja sana nene kuti mwana yo ndi mai yake ali. Ndi mwana mmoja.
Zo sisi katika kile kifupi ndio mambo ya Facebook. Komano ndili kazi.
Great.
Kazi ndili nayo.
Chabwino yabwe. Azibambono ndazima ya nyamara ndatsikana. I'm sure and I'm hoping kuti whatever we've discussed here is helpful to you, to your friends, to your relatives. If you found this conversation helpful, please pangani share ndiazi nzanu. We do these things for all of us, for the public. And if you find something useful and keep it for yourself, I believe in sharing and I hope you share. This is Lab 20 podcast and it's been made possible to come to you because of the support of the Lab 20 Innovations team. We had Spencer Nundwe and Vincent Kwagwala. Ndadzuwa lero kuti kwakwala maina ndofanana ubale wawo awufotokoza okha
Actually, I didn't know kuti he's working here. Last time I heard I'm getting ntchito ku TV station. Anaitseka TV station.
So these are the people that actually made this one happen. And thanks so much, MKOMETSI KWAX, for coming and spending time with us. Like I said, my name is Dennis Iman. I would like to invite you to a grants writing masterclass that is coming up on the 8th of November. We'll share more details about that, but you can check with me about that event where I want to help each other how to write for my grants, specifically for my creative practitioners. Until next week, when we're back with another episode, let me leave you and love you. Peace, and we are out.
1